In the dawn of a lost world, where primeval forests hide secrets of old, a legendary king prepares to reclaim its throne amidst the shifting mists. The ground trembles beneath the weight of a titan, a predator so fierce that its very presence silences the chorus of the ancient wild jungle today. Behold the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the undisputed ruler of the Cretaceous, emerging from the darkness, with eyes that burn with the fire of an apex hunter's soul. From its massive throat comes a sound that tears through the silence, a thunderous roar that serves as a warning to all who dare cross paths. This is the call of the wild, a primal scream of dominance that echoes across the valleys, announcing the arrival of the king to his vast kingdom. But in the shadows, three silent killers move with deadly grace, their long bodies weaving through the foliage like ghosts of the ancient and dark underworld. They are the masters of the ambush, giant serpents whose patience is as long as their bodies, waiting for the perfect moment to strike their massive foe. Unaware of the danger lurking beneath the surface, the king steps into a trap where size might not be enough to overcome the coming deadly coils. In a moment of vulnerability, the predator pauses to drink, not knowing that the very water it touches hides a nightmare ready to unleash its fury. Suddenly, the water explodes. A giant python lunges with lightning speed, its mouth agape as it targets the neck of the unsuspecting Tyrannosaurus Rex in fury. From above, two more assassins descend from the trees, uncoiling their massive weight to crush the king under the sheer force of their combined and powerful bodies. The first strike connects. A deadly coil wraps around the king's throat, squeezing with enough pressure to crush solid bone as the struggle for life begins. Surprise turns to rage as the T-Rex realizes it is being hunted, a sensation foreign to a creature that has always lived at the top food chain. The king fights back, snapping its powerful jaws at the cold-blooded attackers, trying to tear through the thick muscle that threatens to suffocate his very life. It is a dance of death in the mud, where the raw power of the dinosaur meets the relentless, constricting force of the world's largest snakes. One by one, the coils tighten, seeking to immobilize the king's powerful legs and bring the towering giant down to the level of the muddy earth. The forest shudders as the T-Rex slams his body against the trees, using the environment as a weapon to break the grip of his persistent attackers. With a sickening crunch, the T-Rex finds its mark, teeth sinking deep into snake flesh, proving that he is still the most dangerous predator on land. Pain only drives the snakes to be more aggressive, as their cold brains focused on a single goal, dragging the king down into the dark, silent abyss. Witness the terrifying physics of constriction as the python's muscles ripple like steel cables, slowly draining the energy and breath from the mighty dinosaur's body. The king's roars grow desperate as his lungs are squeezed, each breath a victory in a battle where the air itself is becoming a scarce luxury. But the T-Rex is not done yet. A powerful sweep of his massive tail sends one attacker flying, crashing against the rocks with a bone-breaking impact. Searching for a way to break the remaining coils, the king charges toward the high ground, hoping the rugged terrain will give him the edge needed. The chase is on! A wounded king flees toward the peaks, followed by his persistent shadows, leaving a trail of destruction through the ancient forest floor. From the depths of the green hell to the heights of the stony peaks, the battlefield shifts as the sun illuminates the scale of this struggle. The snakes are relentless, their bodies flowing over the jagged stones with terrifying speed, proving that there is no place on Earth where they cannot hunt. The climb is treacherous, a vertical maze of stone and wind, where one wrong step could send the combatants tumbling into the deep valley below. Every muscle in the T-Rex's body strains against the pull of gravity and the weight of the serpents, his claws digging deep into the ancient stone. The mountain itself begins to crumble under the intensity of the fight, sending stones plunging into the mist, a warning of the fatal heights reached. Like liquid shadows, the snakes use the narrow cracks of the mountain to hide their movements, preparing for a final strike from the high, cold ledges. In the freezing air, the king catches his breath, his prehistoric mind calculating the distance to the summit where the final stand will surely take place. Above the clouds, the wind howls like a choir of ghosts, witnessing a battle that has moved beyond the limits of the natural world into legend. From a higher ledge, a python launches itself like a spear, a desperate and deadly gamble to finally silence the king of the dinosaurs forever. With a display of agility that defies its size, the T-Rex pivots, letting the attacker crash into the unforgiving stone with a thunderous and wet thud. Seizing the opportunity, the king bites down with crushing force, lifting his enemy toward the sky before thrashing it against the sharp mountain peaks. The heavens open as lightning arcs across the sky, casting long, dramatic shadows that make the combatants look like gods from a forgotten and ancient myth. At last, the king reaches the summit, the highest point of the world, where the air is thin and the stage is set for the end. The three survivors gather on the peak, closing the circle around the wounded king, their cold eyes fixed on the prize they have hunted so far. In a final, coordinated strike, the serpents lunge, their bodies moving in perfect sync to overwhelm the dinosaur's defenses once and for all in the storm. One snake muzzles the deadly jaws, while another seeks to snap the neck, a double-pronged attack designed to end the fight in a single silent moment. Gravity becomes the enemy as the third serpent sweeps the king's legs, bringing the titan crashing down onto the stone with a world-shaking impact today. But within the king's eye, a fire still burns, a refusal to die that has seen his kind survive through millions of years of shifting Earth. With a surge of hidden strength, the T-Rex kicks. His massive talons tear through flesh and bone, ending the life of the snake at his feet. He rolls his massive frame, using the mountain's own teeth to crush the serpent on his neck, the sound of breaking ribs echoing through the storm's wind. Rising like a vengeful god, the T-Rex spins with a fury that defies physics, forcing the final attacker to lose its hold on his mighty neck. With a final, decisive movement, the king flings the last serpent into the void, watching as it disappears into the endless sea of white clouds below. One final stomp ensures the victory is absolute, and as the king crushes the life out of the last remaining threat, on the blood-stained mountain summit plateau, the heavens crown the victor with a bolt of celestial fire, illuminating the undisputed champion of the ancient world in a flash of blinding white light. The final act of the drama is complete. The king has spoken, and his word is law in this land of giants and ancient mythical monsters. He stands alone, a battered but unbroken monument to survival, proving that even against three, the king of the dinosaurs will never be dethroned today. As the storm fades, the sun returns to grace the victor, painting the mountain in hues of gold and fire for the reigning king of old. A final roar echoes across the world, a sound of triumph that tells every living thing that the king has returned to claim his rightful throne. The order of nature is restored. Subscribe now to witness more legendary battles and follow the journey of the greatest predators to ever walk the earth.